Thanks, Zane. You are now listening to Dan and Phil on BBC Radio 1.
And welcome to our Teen Awards Behind the Scenes special.
BBC Radio 1's Teen Awards.
That was Ariana Grande with Problem, and you are listening to the Dan and Phil Teen Awards Behind the Scenes special.
BBC
Radio
1.
My ears are still ringing from yesterday.
It was only 12 hours ago, but yeah, I'm still feeling shell-shocked.
Do you know how they say, or some people say, that when your ears are ringing, you've lost that note forever now? Do you reckon I've lost the note of
Is that a
teens
thing?
screaming?
I've never heard that.
It's a
really?
thing. I think it's a thing.
Lose the note? Well, what would be the note of teens screaming?
It's kind of like... right now.
A high A?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm very sorry that you've lost that, Phil.
Honestly.
But yes, today is our special behind-the-scenes show. We were busy playing games with artists, forcing them to do ridiculous interviews, but today we want to show you what happened between the cracks of our incredibly professional facade on the outside. We have videos of us hanging out with Zoella and Alfie, Little Mix, Maisie Williams, Beauty Crush, and we will be playing our emoji game that we did with the Vamps.
As always, with anything Dan and Phil on Radio 1, you can watch the whole thing, including our chats with the artists and the performances at bbc.co.uk/Radio 1.
Watch it.
And now here's another track from my new BFF Ariana Grande. It's Bang Bang.
What's up, Teen Awards? Let's go! BBC Radio
1.
That was Ariana hitting you with some hard bars there, courtesy of Nicki Minaj. She can rap quite well.
Great cat ears as
I
well.
enjoyed that. Good cat ears. Speaking of Ariana, we had quite an experience with her.
We did.
In the live show last night. We were doing what we did with Taylor Swift last year, but the other way around. So I made Phil and Ariana Grande attempt to do blindfolded portraits of each other.
You had so much anxiety about Ariana's mask. You're having nightmares about it.
Right. So obviously, when you say it's a blindfolded mask, I reckon she got a bit scared and thought that we were going to make her wear some goblin mask or something. It wasn't that fetching. So she said, can you get us a pretty mask? So we bought this beautiful pink Venetian mask. But when we got it, we realised that it didn't have an elastic that you put on yourself. It had a ribbon that you had to tie around the back of your head.
Yeah.
And obviously she couldn't do that herself. So it implied that I had to tie this mask to Ariana Grande's face. And you might be thinking, what's the big deal about that? But I just heard all of this stuff, like, oh, she's going to have these beautiful lashes on. And I was like, I'm going to rip the lashes off her face.
Totally would.
I'm going to blind her. I'm going to pull it too hard. I'm going to cut off the circulation on her face and she's going to fall over and die and it'll be my fault. I was just like, can we please get one that's not got the ribbon? And everyone's like, oh, it'll be fine, Dan.
Yeah.
I was having a heart attack all day. Thankfully, when she arrived and she looked at it, she went, I want that one, and just picked the one with the elastic band. So
She picked my smart price mask.
I had to tie it onto you, so that really saved me there.
She also had another awkward moment as well, didn't she?
Oh my God, I think, yeah. Making you realise that celebrities are just normal people who do really mortifying things. We were stood there ready to do our live link, and she noticed this really cool-looking girl at the back of the room.
She looked like Aslan. She looked like a lion.
She must have been someone's backup dancer. The only explanation. She had amazing hair, and Ariana Grande looked at her and said, wow, I love your hair. I love your clothes as well. I love your style generally.
Good impression.
Go you do what you do. And oh, that was nice of her.
Yeah.
But then there was a woman stood in front of her who thought that Ariana was talking to her, who just went, oh, what, really? Oh, I just threw this on this morning. Thank you so much, though. And we were all just like...
So embarrassing.
And I went, Ariana, you weren't talking to. She went, shut up. That was the worst moment of my entire life.
I like that we've witnessed the worst moment of Ariana Grande's
She
life.
kept telling us to shut up. We were laughing so hard that we completely missed our cue. So Rita Ora was like, and to Dan and Phil.
Yep.
And just saw us snorting next to Ariana Grande. Good times, though.
Good times. Well, our next song is someone we awkwardly bumped into in the canteen. It is Labyrinth. He was getting a blackcurrant cordial.
He was pouring some Beaner for himself.
He was. Here's Let the Sun Shine.
BBC Radio
1.
Labyrinth with Let the Sun Shine. If you're watching us on the Radio 1 website, you'll notice there are teen photos of me and Dan right at
Don't
the top.
go on the Radio 1 website. Whatever you do, forget that URL.
Dan, can you explain yours for us, please?
Can I explain it?
Yeah.
MySpace. That's the explanation. Thanks, Tom. I hate you.
I looked like a convict in mine.
You do. You look like a mix between someone who might be about to steal your phone and from the In-Betweeners at the same time.
So angry.
I just look like a mess from 2005.
So you're listening to the Dan and Phil Teen Awards Behind the Scenes special, and if you're wondering what happens at an award ceremony, it all starts with the red carpet.
Oh yeah, the start where everybody gets out, the screaming, the cheering, the happiness before it all starts.
However, secret behind the scenes knowledge, if you arrive at 6:30 in the morning, they then take you away and then they drive you back, so it looks like you've just arrived
Everyone
in the
was
afternoon.
kind of already there, and it
Yeah.
was the shortest drive ever.
Everyone knows what happens on a red carpet, though. There's signing autographs and photos and stuff like that, but what happens in that car before?
The magical moments leading up to it.
We filmed that for you. Arriving now. That was the shortest car journey ever.
It's a really short
We
journey.
could have walked it.
But you could have been torn limb from limb walking it, which is why they don't let you do that.
I'm gonna die.
That's fine, okay.
Am I gonna
Let's
die?
see what happens. And we didn't die.
Actual fear in my eyes, though. Did you see that?
You did look slightly scared, but they're all happy screams, Phil. I know
Yeah.
it sounds like a zombie apocalypse, but it's happiness.
So we took 1 billion selfies, which was lovely, and then we got to the part where there's all the press, and you've got to have your photos
the
taken.
gross bit where you have to pose in front of loads of cameras.
Yeah, we were stood next to Jamila Jamil and Alice and Dev, and we had our pictures, and it was all really
It
nice.
was a really nice moment, like a group of Radio 1 DJs just having some nice press photos together.
Until the press lady said, Dan and Phil, can you leave the photo
Can
now?
you just move it? I'd be like one with the rest of the DJs.
We were like,
Without us.
oh, okay.
We'll just back over here then. I see how it is.
Jamila is much more beautiful than both of us combined.
Maybe that's an easy explanation.
Yep.
We felt heavily shunned though, didn't we?
A little bit.
It was quite funny.
Yeah, and then we bumped into a fellow blogger, or vlogger is what I wanted to say.
Upstairs. Here's what happened.
So we're now joined backstage by Sammy, aka Beauty Crush, on YouTube. We've pincered her in on the sofa. I am a big fan of your tattoos.
Thank you.
Do you think I should get a tattoo and where?
Yes.
What would you get a tattoo of, Phil?
A platypus?
Why?
A tattoo of a platypus on your arm.
Wait, a punk platypus?
Yes, I like that.
Thanks. I've got your approval, I can go for it.
Yes.
That's just what I was waiting for. So tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel.
So it's kind of a mishmash of like style, beauty, and whatever I want to talk about really, and kind of things I'm doing out and about. And yeah, I just try and be myself and be honest.
Would you rate my style today?
Yes, I like it very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much, and yourself. Well, I hope you have a nice day. It was nice to speak to you. We'll let you get back to lurking behind the actual stage. Have a good day.
Thanks, Sammy.
Sammy, aka Beauty Crush, the nicest person I think I've ever met in my entire life.
She gave me the confidence to think I am a tattoo person.
You said you'd get a punk platypus tattoo. Where would you put that?
I'd get it so its beak was right across my nipple.
That's a fantastic visual image that you just gave us all. Thank you for
I'm
that,
going to
Phil.
do it. Anyway, the winner of the Best British Vlogger was obviously Zoe, and you can see our casual chat with her about that later on.
We had a good Zalfie moment, didn't we?
We did.
Now, of course, we have one of the coolest performances from yesterday, in my opinion. He's very good at hyping up the crowd. Here is Phil's blackcurrant buddy Labyrinth with Earthquake.
BBC Radio 1.
Labyrinth, Earthquake. Now, what we were wondering is, why was the drummer wearing a backpack?
That was quite mysterious, wasn't it?
I think it's filled with a vat of Ribena.
He's just a cordial fiend, Labyrinth, isn't he? Somebody stop him.
Well, it's the only fact I know about him, so...
Really?
He likes his
maybe
cordial.
you should get to know him more next time. So the
will.
big winners of the Teen Awards last night were obviously the Vamps. They're practically hoarders, aren't they? They won 3 and they beat One Direction on 2 of them. What happened there?
I don't know.
What's that about?
I was surprised,
The
in a good way.
universe has lost its equilibrium. So they have an awesome closing set, which we're going to play for you later in our show. But we also got the opportunity to trap them in our honey, as Phil referred to in our opening link, which I think made Rita Ora a bit scared of us.
A bit creepy, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, we forced them to do impressions of emojis, which was, I thought that all of the guys from the Vamps would be quite emoji well savvy.
Tristan revealed that he only just started using them.
How can someone be alive in 2014 and only have just discovered emojis, though?
Where's he been?
He checks his Twitter and he's like, what are all these weird symbols?
What are these faces?
What is this country? Where are these people from? I think so. If you want to watch this, then go to bbc.co.uk/Radio1 to watch our game of OMG Emoji with the Vamps. Here we go. It's the Vamps! Hello! Hey guys, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Very good, thank you. Now, I was wondering, how often on a regular day do you use emojis?
Every text, every single text.
I only recently got it though. I only recently got it about a month ago. Yeah.
I want a favourite emoji from each of you. Tris?
Yeah, the wink face.
That one's mine too. I like the dancing lady. Dancing lady.
Same as Tristan. I like that one.
3 for the dancing lady.
Interesting.
Well, let's cut to the chase, as it's time for the first Dan and Phil challenge, which is kind of a Teen Awards tradition.
Totally by now.
Are you ready to play OMG Emoji?
Snazzy intro. Okay, so you guys, the rules are pretty simple. Under these cards are different emojis. You all have to turn away unless it's your turn to guess, and then you have to do an impression of the emoji, and the rest of you have to guess which one.
Okay.
You are against the clock, but it's not really about that, it's about pride.
Yeah,
okay?
of course.
So are you ready?
You're going first, Brad.
Let the emoji battle commence. 3, 2, 1,
Look away.
go. What is this one?
Can we look here?
Yeah, you can look
Yeah,
now.
okay.
Right, go for it. Okay. The tired one.
Yes, correct. Nailed.
Okay, James, everyone else look away.
Turn away, turn away.
Oh, no.
Okay. Guess, guys.
I'm not gonna get that. It's just like, look. No hair on here. Oh. I've never seen that one before. I don't know that one myself.
Isn't it the sad one, the tired one?
No, it's not.
It's a woman, and something's happening to her.
What was happening?
She's like falling.
No.
I've never seen that one.
She was having a head massage.
I've never seen that one.
I've never seen that one.
Connor, she'll go. Right. Okay, guys, guess.
So what's happening?
Standing's happening.
Can you go like this? There's like there's another one of me. Oh, is it two like when they're holding hands and they're dancing together?
I'll give you that
dancing
one.
ladies.
It's
well
the two
done.
dancing ladies.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
Very good.
Tris, it's you now.
Yeah.
Turn away.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got this.
Okay.
Really angry.
Did the angry emoji? Yeah. I may have just saw the one, so I went to.
So, like, we're thinking evil.
Which one's that?
Very
evil.
Not just angry, is it?
The purple one, the purple one.
We've got. We're gonna go with the
We'll
devil.
go with devil, yes. Oh, that is the end.
Yeah.
Wow, all four of you. Was that only one wrong one?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, I
I'd say
think.
you're actually pretty good at that.
Yeah, I'm proud of your emoji skills.
I said they were pretty good. They weren't that good at it, were they?
Whoa, didn't want to say it to their face. Have
No,
to
not
say it on the
really.
radio, Phil.
I mean, Satan is a bit more than an angry face.
You gave him you gave him the Satan emoji for an angry face. Doesn't cut it.
I wanted some horns or something.
Do you think that head massage was maybe a bit too hard to give them?
You wanted to give them tiki face. How are we going to do that?
I really wanted to see their interpretation of
Come
the
on, Dan, on
Easter
the
Island
radio.
statue.
Give us a tiki face.
I just go like,
Wow, 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 wow.
I don't know what I just did. Anyway, we are going to be playing more of the Vamps live tracks later on, aren't we, Phil?
Yeah, but first, here's a little bit of Rixton.
Rixton, me and my broken heart.
BBC Radio 1.
So I just learned the apparently essential fact that Jake is Shane Ritchie's son, like, yesterday, and then
Yeah.
I was watching it and I was like, they have the same face. It was a bit disturbing. I found out we were sat next to Nik Jonas at the time, ready to do our thing. We'll talk about him later. And I remember I went, what a celebrity power baby. And he just looked at me like, what are you on about?
That is a very weird thing to say to someone you don't
know what I mean, though, don't you?
Yeah,
hopefully.
We've had a couple of tweets. Abby Dabber said, I couldn't watch the Teen Awards yesterday, so I'm glad there's a Dan and Phil special. Happy face.
You're welks. There's also a tweet underneath that from Kitty Kawaii that said, I bet the reason Phil wanted to change the radio show to 9 was so he could say nipple on every show. Have we had a Monday night show where you haven't said nipple yet?
Maybe it's just a thing in my head. I always want to talk about nipples. I don't know why.
Nipple tassels, nipple platypi tattoos.
Could I talk about nipples before 9 p.m, Producer Vic?
Depends on the context, I guess.
No.
Okay. That was a hard no from our producer.
No more nipples anymore.
Indeed.
There's loads of famous people at the Teen Awards, though.
There
Cheryl
were.
Cole, Joey Essex, Tom Daley.
Oh my God, Tom Daley, when he walked into the room and nearly had a heart attack. I think it's different. You know, when we knew Ariana Grande was going to be there, I had a lot of time to emotionally prepare. But when you're just sitting there and it's like, oh my God, Tom Daley, what are you doing?
You sounded like such a fanboy. You were like, he looks like he looks in the TV in real life.
Which sounds really stupid, but, you know, maybe one day you'll understand.
It's true. Also, you didn't realise you were looking into the eyes of Cheryl Cole.
Oi.
Dan was about 4 noses distance from Cheryl Cole, and me, Zoe, and Alfie were like, oh, it's Cheryl Cole, it's Cheryl Cole.
I didn't know it was her. Then when we got home, you were like, didn't you realise that you were in touching distance of Cheryl Cole? And I was like, oh, I just thought it was some random woman.
Just some woman that you didn't know. Thankfully, some
Indeed.
people we did recognise were Little Mix.
Oh, they were happy to see us.
Yeah.
Harry less so, although she was glad that we weren't beaning her this year like last time.
Here's our chat.
So what are you guys up to here at the awards?
Well, we just gave the award for the best British solo artist.
Wow,
Yep.
and who did that go to?
Ed Sheeran.
Pretty obviously. Yeah, it's a pretty big guy, isn't he? A lot of people love Ed. So what are you guys up to at the moment generally in the world of Little Mix?
Oh, writing our 3rd album at the moment, which is really exciting.
Super exciting.
Yeah, so we've just been in the studio writing that.
Can we have 1 second of the new album?
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Wow, sounds sensual. 5-star reviews, I can hear it right there. That's good.
And we were chatting to the Vamps earlier about emojis. Do any of you have favourite emojis?
I love emojis. The monkey face.
Everybody
A
loves the
monkey.
Everyone loves the monkey face.
Yes, heart face. Or the kiss.
Sad face and a kiss.
Yeah.
We're going to put those all over the screen now.
Crying face, when you're really laughing, you put the crying
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's a good. I'm all about the warthog. No one ever used the warthog.
The warthog. What's that?
It's like the pig with tusks.
The pig with tusks.
Oh,
Use it
I
next
haven't
time.
seen the warthog.
I guess only you can find the emotional reason to bust that one out, I think. That might be what it is.
Well, I feel like I know you all a lot better now. Thank you for that.
Totally went off tangent there. We're like, let's just talk about emojis for like 10
why
minutes.
not?
Okay, we'll let you get back to your busy lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Little Mix.
I was rocking that warthog face in that
You
video.
and your blinking warthogs. Please explain the situation where you represent your emotions with a warthog.
It's just when you're feeling a bit down, or someone else is, you can just send them a warthog.
And it makes them cheer
It's
up.
just a little smile. It's unexpected, isn't it?
Sorry about your granddad. Is that how Bill does it? Anyway, moving swiftly on. Are you ready for the most flawless segue you've ever heard?
Okay.
So Jessie from Little Mix revealed very exclusively in a celeb gossip kind of way to Scott Mills that she is officially dating Jake from Rixton.
Wow.
That's a future celebrity power baby waiting to happen right there. And here they are again with another track from their performance, Wait on Me. See what I did there?
Yes, it was brilliant.
Rixton, Wait on Me, live at the Radio 1 Teen Awards.
BBC Radio 1.
So as me and Phil mentioned earlier, probably the most important moment for us in the entire day was when we presented the Best British Vlogger Award. And earlier on in the day, in between acting incredibly unprofessional with celebrities, we saw Zalfie themselves walking around and decided to pin them down and have a chat with them. So if you want to watch this, make sure you just go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 1, and here is our chat with Zoe and Alfie.
We totally didn't just talk for a minute and then realised that Phil wasn't talking into a microphone.
Hi.
Hi, Zoe and Alfie. You just got here. Hi, how are you?
So good.
Isn't this the warmest place ever where we're making all these
I am
videos?
so
boiled.
It's like a sauna.
So, is your couch still warm as the vamps have just been sat on it?
It is very warm.
Butt warmth from the vamps there.
But warm.
And
Wet over here.
we were talking about emojis with them. What is your favourite emoji?
I think my favourite emoji is the one with the little monkey with his hands over
Really?
his eyes. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Alfie?
Mine's the poo one, I reckon.
The poo emoji.
Most used
Just spam
emoji.
it. And you're nominated for the Best British Vlogger again.
I know,
Because you're clearly
crazy.
amazing. How scary is it being screamed at by loads of people, even if it's happy?
It's very scary because you don't quite realise how many people are actually out there.
I watched the
until-
YouTube video of your acceptance and you looked so calm. But when I
can't
was there, I
She
was
like
dying internally.
everywhere, that video.
I can't watch it.
Really?
No.
No. God, I was watching it back like, I'm so scared.
And Alfie, you've already been on stage. What's it like? We haven't
Yeah,
done it
it's
yet. We're scared.
crazy out there. There's like so many people. Like, I don't know. You see the views online and everything, and then you get out there and you're like, wow, this is like real.
So, if you guys are going to join us next year, what will have happened to you in a year's time?
Wow.
Well, that is a tough one, Phil.
Zoe will have 60 million subscribers.
I don't think so. I thought you were going to say children. I was like,
Zoe
I'm
will
not
have
planning
6
that.
children. Whoa. Crossing a line.
I don't know.
Who knows what
But
the future
just-
holds?
Yeah, I know YouTube happens
My life
so
is now, like,
quickly. It's
So much has happened in the last year.
I
We're like, I
know.
just feel like we're getting old so quickly and so much is happening. It's scary.
We're all dying.
It's fun to be young. Cling on to your life.
On that note,
Thanks. Bye. Have fun.
I hope Zoe does have 60 million babies.
60. I don't think that's possible. That would be quite an impressive pregnancy, though.
She'd get a world record and I'd be proud of her.
And another award for Zoe. Spoilers.
That was the calm before the storm.
That was the happy times before it all happened.
Because then came the big moment. Me, Dan, Nik Jonas.
For some reason.
And a big award. Let's relive this moment.
Hello, Teen Awards! How you feeling tonight?
You know none of those screams are for us, Phil. No, they're not. I mean, okay, of all the people they could have made us present this award with, it had to be Nick, didn't it? This is just great for my self-esteem and just...
It's okay, man. Let's hug it out.
Okay, guys, before the fan fiction starts writing itself, we are here with a job to do, and that is to announce the winner of the Best British Vlogger Award.
Oh, yeah!
The nominees are...
Best British Vlogger. Sammy Maria, a.k.a. Beauty Crush. Marcus Butler. Jack Howard and Dean Dobbs, a.k.a. Jack and Dean. Tom Cassell, a.k.a. The Syndicate Project. Zoi Sagg, a.k.a. Zoe. Best British Vlogger.
Okay, take it away, Nick.
And the winner for the Best British Vlogger is... Zoe!
Oh my goodness! Hi! I can't believe I've won this for the second year. This is amazing! Thank you so much to all of you who have voted for me. I love you all so much. This means so much. Thank you very much.
Yay, Zoe! I did the microphone thing again.
You did it again, didn't you?
I do this thing where I don't realise that you don't have to shout when you're talking into a microphone on stage because it's made to make your voice loud.
They do record you. You don't need to scream over the people screaming.
So I end up sounding like a whale. I went, hello!
Slightly, but it wasn't about your suffering, was it, Phil?
No. Congratulations, Zoe.
Woo! Very, very, very happy for you again.
So happy for you. And if you're a fan of Zoe, you can listen to her in this slot next week with her broskate, Joe Sugg.
It is going to be a Sugg Fest this time next Monday. But, of course, unfortunately, for every happy winner like Zoe, there are a lot of losers. And when we were asked to reach out to some of the people that didn't win this award, we thought, hey, who is more professional and emotionally together, quite like Jack Howard and Dean Dobbs? So we asked them for how they felt, and this is a little clip that they sent in for us.
Dean, get out of bed, please, mate. We've got to do this video. We've got to send this thing to the BBC. Who? The BBC? Have you ever heard of that? Don't know. Don't know. Well, I do, so this is important, so come on. Sorry about this. You can cut all this out. So Ella! No! Why is Ella one? Is she prettier than me? No, Dean, of course she's not prettier than you. I mean, why am I'm ill and you're doing this to me? It's just one of the things.
Yeah, okay, let's just cut that off there.
No. There's no one prettier than Dean Dobbs.
No, I'm sure they're fine.
Not at all.
What have we done?
Also, you got hugged by Nik Jonas. Do you want to talk about that?
That happened. I can't talk about that. That needs its own moment. Let me just have like a few minutes, just emotionally prepare myself. Then we can touch that subject. Okay.
Okay. Well done. Emotionally prepares himself. Here's Ella Henderson with Mirror Man. That sounds like some kind of horror movie, doesn't it? Mirror Man.
I'm sure she'd love your review of the track. Here's Ella Henderson live at the Teen Awards.
Thank you.
Ella Henderson, Mirror Man. It was actually a really nice song. Well done, Ella.
BBC Radio 1.
So, Nik Jonas, he is back. He is not a Jonas brother anymore. He is his own man, and is suspiciously hunky. He's definitely having his Justin Timberlake revival period, isn't he?
Yes.
So we were told that, we were like, who are we going to be presenting the award with? Because last year it was the Vamps. Then we get told, oh, Nik Jonas. And I'm like, what?
What?
Whose decision was it to make him stand next to us on a stage in front of loads of people? That's just great. Thank you so much for that.
Being very close to him, I can tell you, though, he has a great face.
It's a great face, isn't it?
I don't understand.
It gets better the closer you get to it.
I would
really
swap
does.
faces with him. Definitely.
If you have the option.
Also, there was the hug. What happened on stage, Dan?
What happened on stage? Okay, so I was there. We heard the screams, and I was just, I was saying, they're not for us. Look, we're next to Nik Jonas. I was complaining that it was demolishing my self-esteem.
Which it was.
Then he offered a consoling hug. So, I mean, that's just a lesson for you all out there. If you see a celebrity who you want to touch, just complain about yourself, and then maybe they'll sympathise with you.
Most of the tweets that I've seen have been asking what he smells like.
I bet they have.
Can you tell us what he smells like?
I did indulge that sense while I had the opportunity. It was like a good woody smell. Like a warm man smell. Like he's going to scoop you up and carry you up the stairs kind of vibe.
Like a lumberjack.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah. I had a little sniff.
Didn't you say he smelled like pencil shavings, Phil?
The words I actually used were nice pencil shavings.
A nice pencil shaving. What is so specific about a pencil shaving? It's like leady aftertaste, was it?
He must have enjoyed your bonding experience, though, because he followed you on Twitter.
He did. Must have been a good hug. What can I say?
Didn't follow me, though.
Probably because you said he smelled like pencil shavings, Phil. You're really surprised by that?
That's probably the reason. Though someone that I was very excited to meet, maybe even more than Nik Jonas, was Maisie Williams.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a little chat that we had with her.
Although you said it was weird to see her in real life because of the 2014 clothes and phone.
Yeah.
Sorry if this breaks your immersion. Here's Maisie Williams. So hi, Maisie, who we just did an interview with live. Was that scary?
It was a little bit, because you know that there's lots of people watching, but they're not actually here, but you know that they are watching, so it's a little bit
The weird thing about the Teen Awards is usually you just have to imagine that they're there, like on the radio, but you can
just
actually hear them all screaming.
Hoping they're screaming and laughing. And,
So you talked about your turtle. Or is it a tortoise?
Tortoise, get it right.
Okay, how hard are they to keep as a pet?
Well, you have to hibernate them and like sort out their diet.
Do you put them in the fridge, or is that just a rumor?
No, you can, but you have to like not just like your fridge with your cheese and milk and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
you don't want to get that out.
You've got to have it at the right temperature, but that's a good idea when they're in hibernation.
Okay.
That's good to know. Are you ever scared they'll just be dead at the end of hibernation?
I'd be so scared every time.
Yeah, like the first year we had him, we didn't put him to sleep. No, that doesn't sound good. We didn't put him in hibernation. we didn't put him in hibernation because he was quite ill. So you just got to be careful.
So in Game of Thrones, you do a lot of sword play. Are you actually good at fighting with a sword?
I give it an A for effort.
Really?
Yeah, but like then actual follow through is like not epic. But they cut it all.
sword fights might not go as well.
Cut it all together and it looks way more like slick.
So if I use this microphone as a sword and did this,
I'd just be like, no.
And then that would be the end of Arya and the books. Wow, that would be great. I think none of us would be as good as the people we pretend to be.
I felt quite powerful then, though, I will say.
Did you? Okay, let's not give Phil a sword anytime soon.
No, don't give me a sword.
Are you looking forward to presenting an award later?
I am. I'm a bit nervous, but it's quite cool, and it's a really cool category, so I'm excited to meet you.
Well, yeah, thank you for joining us on our suspiciously hard couch. We hope that you have a good day.
Thank you for having me.
It was so cool to meet her.
Yeah, I was breathing quite fast.
She seemed impressed with my sword skills as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Too dangerous, Phil.
In my head, I was just going.
I don't trust you with a blunt object. No, definitely not. Now, we said that we would play some music from our mostly emoji-aware pals, the Vamps, earlier on. So here was their first song from last night.
What?
BBC
Radio 1.
So, an amazingly fun and completely insane day at the Teen Awards, just like last year, to be honest.
We're veterans now. It's been 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
It has, hasn't it? Oh, look how far we've come since we were stood by the exit of a toilet interviewing One Direction.
Though I can still feel the prickly head of Liam in my mind when I think back to it.
Just forever burned into your memory. Well, yes.
If you want to see all the videos from our artists and games and everything like that, you should go to the BBC Radio website, bbc.co.uk/Radio 1.
You will see us again on the radio in 2 weeks, but next on our Internet Takeover, it is Zoe and Joe Sugg together Monday at 9 p.m.
Sugception.
It's a Sugsplosion.
Sugtastrophe.
That sounds kind of bad, Phil. No, it'll be great, the Suggs, next Monday at 9 p.m. But now we're going to end on a song that has been stuck in my head all day since yesterday.
Me too, actually. Yeah.
Completely, horrifyingly catchy. You can blame Simon and Garfunkel for this. Here is the Vamps, the 3 award-winning hoarders, with Shawn Mendes with their song Oh Cecilia, live from the Radio 1 Teen Awards. Enjoy! Next up on Radio 1, it's Hugh Stevens, but first let's get the latest headlines from Newsbeat's Anna Collinson.